y'all. What's all the buzz? Have y'all checked out the items over here on Red Pill Living? Because I'm your scandal-free president, y'all. That C60 helps fight New World Order lizard skin, y'all, reptilian tongue sores, and everything. I plan on getting old Loretta Lynch up in here because she needs some time stop for her stupid face. That's what all the buzz is, people. We gonna buy all this shit up. Loretta Lynch, you need some of this time stop for your stupid face. Y'all gotta check this stuff out before I buy all of it. That's what the buzz is, y'all. Be sure and use /snarky and get the real okie doke. That's what the buzz is. That's what the buzz is, y'all. Well, happy Friday, everyone. It's me, Deplorable McAllister, aka Linda Paris. And you can see my snarky website at McAllisterTVOnline.com. And as you know, if anything should happen to my channel here on YouTube, McAllister TV, you can always find my videos here at McAllisterTVOnline.com, or you can go to BitChute. McAllister TV is alive and well on BitChute. And also, I already have joined a lot of other social media, so there will be a video up here all the time on McAllisterTVOnline.com. And I want to thank my PayPals and my Patreons, because without you guys, I wouldn't be able to do this every day like I do. And I also want to thank the people that shop at redpillliving.com /snarky and shop MAGAZON.com /snarky. So anyway, I want to thank all you guys. And also, I recommend these products, and really it's up to you guys to kind of figure out. I don't even know what half of this stuff is now. Now we're in unknown territory. And I hope you go to shopmagazon.com /snarky and check out some of these products. They're adding new things all the time, and the list of vendors that they're looking for is extensive. So it's constantly being updated. And there's the B12. That's what I'm going to try next. I keep saying that, and then their other products tempt me. So anyway, right here, everything I've gotten, I've enjoyed. So shopmagazon.com /snarky. Check it out if you get a chance. And onward and upward. Oh, by the way, there's a thunderstorm happening here, and my internet went out. My internet went out. Truman's in the other room because I'm afraid I'm going to have to give him some CBD oil. So I want to come over here to Twitter, and this is a tweet or part of a thread about the song Pink by Aerosmith. Now, there's no doubt that there's a lot of weirdness going on with Steven Tyler, and it's obvious he's one of them. Well, they all have to be. You can tell who's not and who's breaking away. So this whole idea that the song Pink is about adrenochrome, I think this is right on the money. And they've been doing this for a long time, too. The singer, Pink, this whole thing, Pink, everything pink. It's all about adrenochrome. If you go over here, Adrenochrome is Pink by Aerosmith. And here it says, do some research on adrenochrome. Prince, Tom Petty, Steve Winwood, Jeff Lynne, and others. If you click on this video right here. So here's the guy's channel. It's called Thoughtless Jester. And it looks like he's got some interesting subject matter. I think he's right on the money about this, but I've already seen this on Twitter as well. I think this guy just sat down and figured it out, and it was in this tweet by NorCal, where this person says, so sad, remember that song Pink by Steven Tyler. Adrenochrome gets me high as a kite. Apparently, adrenochrome is pink. Makes me suspicious about Victoria's Secret pink, Love pink, and got pink apparel. Look, Courtney Love, all these people. There's a whole, look at the breast cancer thing, is all pink. So there's a lot of pink out there, folks. and it's attached to a lot of big money things. And this song Pink by Aerosmith, I wanted to read the lyrics. He goes over it. So this says, pink, it's my new obsession. Pink, it's not even a question. Pink on the lips of your lover, 'cause pink is the love you discover. Pink as the bing on your cherry. Pink 'cause you are so very. Pink, it's the color of passion, 'cause today it just goes with the fashion. Pink, it was love at first sight. Yeah, pink when I turn out the light. And pink gets me high as a kite. And I think everything is gonna be all right, no matter what we do tonight. You could be my flamingo, 'cause pink is the new kind of lingo. Pink like a deco umbrella. It's kink, but you don't ever tell her. Pink, it was love at first sight. Pink when I turn out the light. Pink gets me high as a kite. And I think everything is gonna be all right, no matter what we do tonight. I want to be your lover. I want to wrap you in rubber. Now, he mentions that this sounds like he, dead. I want to be your lover. I want to wrap you in rubber. Because these people perform this horrible sadomasochistic sex magic, I guess, when they do this. So these lyrics really fit. But we know already it is. As pink as the sheets that we lay on, because pink is my favorite crayon, yeah. And who plays with crayons? Kids. Pink, it was love at first sight. Pink when I turn out the light. Pink is like red, but not quite. And I think everything's going to be all right no matter what we do tonight. And really, you want to look into these writers too. And when you search lyrics pink by Aerosmith, up at the top, these are the images that you get. And I mean, it's all stuff that you would have thought those crazy Hollywood people. But suddenly, I mean, knowing everything we know, I can't even look at this stuff anymore. I mean, this is the kind of stuff that I would say, oh, they're trying to appeal to teenagers and stuff. Never in my worst nightmare could I think of what they were doing. And it all goes back to me not believing they're human. And I want to get to that. So, yeah, these are the images that come out. And now we know. Now we know. And, you've got cloning in there. You've got AI in there. You've got the flower in there. You've got like this sort of pink where it looks like it's spattered in blood. And this pink looks like it's drawn by a little kid. And so it's got all this symbolism in it. And even looking at this Aerosmith logo now, it looks like Victoria's Secret. And of course, she had mentioned Victoria's Secret. So, I mean, I don't even know what to say. It's just so disgusting. So disgusting. And now, of course, I'm looking at the little ears and wondering all along, I mean, do they have their ears clipped? I'm serious about that. It's a horrible topic, but God, these people, what the hell? So, yeah, that is quite a mess going on there. And you got to wonder, because I believe Anthony Kiedis is a woman, always was a woman. You could tell because the breasts are up high. If it's an FTM, that for some reason they have to put the breasts up way high. They're always way higher. So when you look at these guys who are FTMs, and all you have to do is go look at the FTMs, the admitted FTMs, And you'll see they all have an abnormally high breast. So then when you're looking at some of these people, like I know a lot of people say there's a lot of trans investigations on Ryan Gosling, and there's all kinds of other people, of these new guys that all have that same look as Gosling. It's like even a look that they produce for these FTM inversions. They're not trannies, they're inversions, satanic inversions. They may believe they are born in the wrong body, but because they're lizards, that's why. Not because, and lizards are both sexes in one, so that's what they're trying to do here. They're trying to recreate their lizard body that they believe they came from. Transsexuals believe they were born the wrong sex, that they're supposed to be a man or they're supposed to be a woman. Even transsexuals, sincere transsexuals, only believe in two sexes. Lizard alert. I mean, he looks just like an amphibian coming out of that water like that. The only thing missing are the giant scales. And I'm sure if we look closely... Now, moving on to this thread, and it's adrenochrome in plain sight. And that's kind of the point of all of this. This song Pink has been around forever. I mean, it's not like it just was written. And a lot of the other things, when you look back, it's going to come back. I mean, things are going to come back to you. And you're going to go, oh my God, it happens to me all day and all night. I'm having these revelations going, oh my God. Every time I have a new piece of knowledge, I look back and these things just come to me. I'm sure they do you too. But this says thread, Lady Gaga and adrenochrome in plain sight. Number one, on May 29th, 2020, Stefani Joanne Angelina Germanata, better known as Lady Gaga, released his sixth studio album called Chromatica. Chromatica. Interesting name, isn't it? Let's take a look at the temporary cover before the official release. And this is Quanti Q, who is posting this, or tweeting this, I'm sorry. Number two, in that temporary cover, we see a pink symbol. Everything in relation to this album has to do with the color pink, of what looks like a spermatoza and a baby in its first week with the devil tail. What is the relationship between a fetus, the devil, and the color pink? And you can kind of see that right here. If we open it up, you can kind of see it right there with the devil tail. And then here is, I don't know what that is. But this person goes on. On April 15th, 2020, the album was released. According to Wikipedia, the name Chromatica was selected by Blood Pop. Interesting nickname, isn't it? AKA Michael Tucker. Here we got the two of them in the picture. Tucker with pink hair. And judging from, there was a photograph and it was Q posted it and it said smoking gun. Well, for the life of me, I couldn't figure out what the smoking gun is, but I think that they just did adrenochrome. And I think in that photograph, they're all rolling on the bed. They're laughing. This is why they have those big, they're laughing so hard, like way too hard. And they're rolling around on the bed. And there is something sort of semi-transparent on the bed, a liquid. And also, remember that picture of the queen looking down at the, I don't know, I even forgot what the name, I can't keep track of these lizards, you know, these fake, phony lizards. I can't remember all of them. Markle, that's what it is, Meghan Markle. And she's got this pinkish, clear, reddish stain on the pantyhose. So I do believe that this pink is symbolic of adrenochrome. It looks like they just did some. And this looks like a girl. a chubby girl. And we know this is a boy because the wingy flopped out in concert. And it's not fake. It's not rubber. It flopped out. He couldn't get it tucked back in quick enough. And also, I've already seen photos of it as a boy. Quanti Q goes on. Blood Pop has previously used the monikers Blood Diamonds. Blood and Michael Diamond. He is known for writing and producing songs for Britney Spears, Lady Gaga, Justin Bieber, Madonna, and John Legend, who I firmly believe this is a female, was born a female. And this is looking very suspicious. And look, there's some pointed ear action going on there. It says Quanti Q. Here we have the official cover for the album where we see Gaga trapped under a metal structure with the fetus form in what looks like an industrial military type facility and the color pink again. That's the full photograph. And just to point out to you how much this stuff has been around us. There's a photographer named David LaChapelle, and he took a lot of photographs of Grace Jones, the singer, in the 80s, who obviously is one of them. I mean, you know, now looking back on it, I'm like, duh. And of course, you can look at and see Alexander McQueen and all these other fashion designers, you know, are clearly now satanic, and they're part of it. I mean, they didn't get to be that by not being a part of this. And if you look at Donatella Versace, it doesn't look human. And number 9, so could it be that the album Chromatica is a veiled reference to adrenochrome, the ritual drug of the elite, harvested from the killing of innocent children? What color is adrenochrome? Yes, it is pink. And I think it's safe to say that anything pink at this point coming out of Hollywood. So I want to talk about this Cyrus A. Parsa lawsuit. Now, Cyrus A. Parsa is with the AI organization. And we're going to go here and read this in a minute, but I want to go down this sort of search. It's a DuckDuckGo search. And briefly, it says, this lawsuit is being filed on behalf of the world's people by Cyrus A. Parsa and the AI organization on pure altruistic reasons to prevent harm to the world's citizens from his data sourced from investigating over 1,000 AI robotics, bioengineering, 5G, biometric, and big tech companies, including 500 Chinese companies. And it goes on, and we'll read more about that. But what I wanted to say about this was that I came by this through Twitter, and it was kind of a circuitous route. It started with a tweet, and I'm sorry, I thought I took a screen capture of the actual tweet, but the tweet said something like, remember when President Trump, or something like, why did President Trump bring up I think he said something about a girl who had been held captive, and he brought it up, and oh, the story she told, and this and that and the other. That was the question. Why did President Trump bring that up about that girl that was held captive? So we're all thinking Epstein Island, right? Well, that's what I thought, Epstein Island, or, you know, maybe the Getty, I don't know, you know, somewhere, a castle somewhere. There's so many places that we know of now. So the question was asked on Twitter. Well, when you clicked on it, it took you here. Don't know how long this will last on here. And it just said, for the truth seekers, type this in to DuckDuckGo, which I did. And this came up. Now, this document is really something. And I wanted before I start reading it, because it really is something. I mean, I was going to do it all about Hollywood. And definitely this does fit in with what Hollywood is doing, but it deserves a whole nother video just focusing on this. Now, the thing, it just sent chills up my spine, because all of these little pieces that I'm learning about what's happening and trying to put all these little things together, when I read this, it all came together. So then I had to find out, well, what is this? Well, this is a case, and I don't know if it's in a civil court. Yeah, initiating the civil docket. But I think that's where all of these cases start, in a civil court, and then the civil case always produces, well, it doesn't always produce a criminal case, but many times it does produce a criminal case. Out of the civil case comes a criminal case. So what is this? Let's go back here. Cyrus A. Parsa, the AI organization. It says the AI organization: Obama, Google, Biden's, Clinton, Schmidt sued in federal court. Oh, federal court. Weaponized AI. Okay. So initially I thought this was a civil court, but it looks like it's federal court. It's thundering out there, and Truman is having a hard time. And if it gets to, hey, Truman, come on, it's okay. So Obama, Google, Biden's, Clinton, Schmidt sued in federal court. Weaponized AI biotech transfer, endangering the lives of all people. Complicity to slave camps, China. So these are the AI organization and everyone. Versus Google LLC, Facebook Inc., DeepMind Inc., Alphabet Inc., Neuralink Inc., Tesla Inc., Larry Page, Sergey Brin, Sundar Pichai, Sundar Pichai, I don't know if that's how you say his last name, Mark Zuckerberg, Elon Musk, Sison PR Newswire, and John Doe's 1 through 29 defendants. The complaint is, number one, misuse of artificial intelligence, cybernetics, robotics, biometrics, bioengineering, 5G, and quantum computing technology. So just leave those for a while, because as you get into this, you begin to understand what this all means. Number two, endangering the human race with the misuse of artificial intelligence technology. Number three, transfer of AI weapon technology to China. Number four, complicity in genocide China. Number five, violation of Article 1 Genocide Convention. Number 6, violation of Article 2 Genocide Convention. Number 7, violation of Article 3 Genocide Convention. Number 8, violation of Article 4 Genocide Convention. Number 9, social engineering of the human race with artificial intelligence. And I want to stop there. This is exactly what I have been talking about. And I have been getting this from MK Ultra victims. And a lot of it came together when I started listening to Og Tellez. And he's on YouTube, AUGTELLEZ. I believe that Og was taken at a young age. His parents were a part of it. But he was had a certain blood type and was bred for science and technology. That's what they wanted to use him for. So he does have a lot of knowledge about it. When he goes to explain it, he's had a lot of dissociation and torturing and stuff. So when he goes to explain it, sometimes you can see where he's struggling to come up with the right words. But I listen to him and I understand what he's saying. And what I was getting out of it was that social engineering of the human race with artificial intelligence. In other words, we are breathing this stuff in, okay? This nanotechnology through chemtrails and probably other things that we don't even know, we don't even realize. So we're breathing it in, and these nanotechnologies behave, they multiply. So this nanotechnology, which is a plasma-based AI, from what I have gathered, a plasma-based AI system. Excuse me for a moment. So, getting back to this, number 8, violation of Article 4 Genocide Convention. Social engineering of the human race with artificial intelligence. And this is so much more than just nanotechnology that comes in through chemtrails. They're putting this stuff in everything. They're putting it in our food. They are saturating us with this stuff that actually multiplies inside of us. And it, I don't really know how to scientifically explain it other than this, that based on our past behaviors and our feelings and all of these things, all of this data they're collecting about us, where did we grow up? Where did we go to school? What our lives were like. Have we been to prison? Or did we go on to college? Are we religious? All this stuff. Based on all this data, and plus what it's getting from you, because now it's in your body. And it's, I guess, sending data or accumulating data or processing data while it's in your body. And it's also multiplying. And you're also getting it from multiple sources. And it can sort of manipulate you by processing the data and predicting which direction you're going to go. And sort of I think it gets into it here, but through various other ways that they've got this AI system set up, they can push you into one group or another that they need, so that they can have groups of people doing exactly what they want to do. And that's the simplest of versions of how I understand it. So it goes on to say, number 10, biodigital social programming of the human race by use of their biometrics and artificial intelligence. Number 11, brainwashing humanity with AI coding and algorithm bias. So you see how complicated all this stuff is. They're actually programming this nanotechnology, and like I said, from what I can get out of it, it's based on our past behavior and all this other data, and probably they have ways of reading things like our heart rates and all kinds of other things, so they know what we respond to and what we don't respond to. And I had read somewhere, I don't know if it was here, that there was a special interest in people who were resistant to the brainwashing. They want to find out why. So it says brainwashing humanity with AI coding and algorithm bias, cultural genocide by misuse of artificial intelligence. And I can only guess what the possibilities of this, It says defamation, negligent infliction of emotional distress. And that was 14 and 15. 16, negligent creation of nefarious AI technology. 17, masking genocide with AI technology. 18, fraud and intentional deceit. 19, negligent misrepresentation. 20, religious discrimination. 21, failure to engage in interactive process. 22, AI censorship and banning, AI Trump, China, and the weaponization of robotics with 5G and masking, quote, artificial intelligence dangers to humanity with the use of artificial intelligence. So they're using artificial intelligence to do these things. So here's where it gets crazy. Statement of claim. Case summary facts. Endangering humanity with the misuse of artificial intelligence, complicity in genocide, and aiding in physical genocide inside of China by transferring AI technology, engaging in cultural genocide of humanity, and controlling and programming the human race by social engineering via AI coding and AI algorithmic biometric manipulation, endangering and threatening all of the world's citizens and humanity by misusing and weaponizing artificial intelligence, quantum computing, robotics, 5G machines, smartphones, smart homes, smart cities, and LOTS, holograms, mixed reality, nanotechnology, cloning, and so many people talking about 5G and nanotechnology, and it's all right here, endangering and threatening all of the world's citizens and humanity. And, nanotechnology, cloning, genetic editing, I guess, cybernetics, bioengineering, and the creation of a digital AI brain linked to Google's search engine with the use and extraction of humanity's biometrics data. Digital biometric codes, including facial, voice, health, organ, neural network, and body recognition technology, thus controlling humanity's thoughts, actions, biology, biometrics, brain neural pathways, the human body's neural networks that reprograms all human beings through social engineering and biodigital social programming without their consent, knowledge, understanding, or free will, extracting humanity's digital footprints in breach of the Nuremberg laws, FTC Act 15 USC 41-58, and engaging in irresponsible and unsafe research and development of artificial general intelligence or artificial superintelligence that could enslave or kill off humanity, or give the power to the defendants to enslave humanity in numerous ways on the 5G and other developing networks. So let's just stop right here. I mean, I'm only just barely sort of guessing and figuring out how the nanotechnology works. The plasma-based nanotechnology that we are breathing in, and it gets into our bodies and nests, and it starts reproducing and it grows. But they're obviously doing a lot of different other things as well, and they're experimenting on people to try to figure out, well, what happens when we do this? Well, what happens when we do that? And obviously they're doing something to people's brains where they're putting AI parts and trying to create exactly what you saw at that CERN opening, I don't even know what ceremony, I guess, or ritual. Exactly what you saw. Mindless robots. And I believe this all goes to AI too. So they can sit up there like the puppet masters and control groups of people. It's insanity on the one hand, while on the other hand, it indicates that we might not be dealing with humans. So you take your pick. I know where I'm going with it. So these people want to treat human beings as large groups of AIs that they can control, just like a computer game. Just like a computer game. It's controlled by smartphones. Of course, I never am on my phone, ever. I keep it turned off. And the apps that are on the smartphones, in connection with the network platforms. So I guess the 5G is the most effective way to do it. And it talks about how all these people are in on it. Google, Alphabet, Facebook, Neuralink, and DeepMind, and Tesla. And they're, introducing all of this stuff into the public and giving all these tech giants complete control and influence over Americans and humanity. They're working people like puppets. And that explains why these people are acting the way they are. Acting like that the American eagle that Nancy Pelosi has on her website, all of a sudden overnight it turned into a Nazi symbol when President Trump has it. And, it's insanity. It doesn't make any sense. Well, maybe they are being sort of told what to think and do. Maybe they spend a lot of time on their smartphones. And it says here, not informing the public that their dependency on smartphones, is due to frequencies and artificial intelligence software emitting from the AI systems and devices that is connecting to the neural networks of humans, creating a symbiotic process, making them a cyborg, dependent, reliant, controlled, and programmed by the products and services provided by Google, Facebook, Alphabet, DeepMind, Tesla, and Neuralink. So it is true, because people go nuts if they don't have their internet. I didn't have it for a while today. Of course, I had this video to work on, and I already had all my stuff gathered together for it. So everything I needed was here on my computer. I didn't need to be online, but still, people go nuts. And sometimes it would make me nuts. If I was trying to upload a video, I would go nuts if I couldn't get on. So yeah, making them a cyborg, dependent, reliant, controlled, and programmed by the products and services provided by Google, Facebook, Alphabet, DeepMind, Tesla, and Neuralink. So our neurology is being linked up with AI system. And by the way, all of this whole thing explains what's going on in Mark Zuckerberg's mind, eyes, everything. Because, and the wifey thing, because he also said, I used to be human. And so they themselves are like this, and they know how it all works. So they want to do it to us where we don't even know it's happening, and then they can control us without us even knowing. So it says here, not informing the public that their dependency on smartphones is due to frequencies and artificial intelligence software emitting from the AI systems and devices that is connecting to the neural networks of humans through this nanotechnology and this plasma-based AI system that we're breathing in through these torsion fields. Because it's not air like we think it is. It's able to contain these things in, whatever they're spraying on us. They've got it down to where it's in the atmosphere, and when we breathe it in, it takes hold and it starts reproducing. So to me, this just sounds like an advanced version of hive mind. The whole hive mind thing, the whole Babylonian mystery schools of how they mind control large groups of people, and it's all the hive mind idea. So writing code and having algorithms that influence liberals and conservatives to exponentially increase their hate for each other via their biometric systems and emotions. Because that's what I've also heard, is the thing that makes the nanotechnology grow is anger, fear, anger, all your negative emotions. And I'm sure that good, happy, healthy emotions, it doesn't stand a chance to take hold. But It's when you're angry and all that stuff that it grows. That causes it. That creates an environment where it can expand. And it even says here, endangering humanity at the geopolitical level with nation-state leaders undergoing social engineering and biodigital social programming and control by their platforms to ignore human rights atrocities in China and around the world, stemming from the defendants' algorithm misuse and AI technologies, implicating the world leaders and their citizens to be charged under Article 2, 3, and 4 of the Genocide Conventions. This includes Canadian Prime Minister, the majority of the European leaders, and the leadership at the United Nations, the media, the press, their reporters, and others who have and are still censoring awareness for human rights violations in China or working against it, writing code and algorithms that controls reporters, media, and the press's thoughts and actions beyond the normal manipulation they receive from special interest groups, producers, or friends who may be manipulating them, other reporters, and their covered content, thus weaponizing the media for Google's development against the media's free will and knowledge. So that's kind of interesting. And it even says here, writing code and sustaining algorithms that propagate an extreme amount of pornography, violent pornography, and insinuation of rape and prostitution that denigrates females, young girls, altering humanity's thoughts and family-based concepts of traditional health-based ethics via their biometric systems, hence contributing to rape, sex, and human trafficking and broken families. And I was noticing, I was watching something like Hercule Poirot, Agatha Christie thing from BBC, and the women are all disgusting. Well, they're men. They're all men. But what I'm saying is the way the men portray these female characters, or the way the women's characters are written, and of course, the big joke on us is they're being portrayed by men. They always make them either a bitch or a ninny or a variety of other negative. There's always something negative about women in these roles that they play. And likewise with a lot of men too. They're always portrayed as being violent and, testosterone driven. So I wanted to read that to you because I think it's really important that this guy is doing this, and there's a lot on this lawsuit. And again, it was mentioned, the tweet was mentioned in reference to President Trump and this woman. And it seems like this is a good way to introduce everything through something like this. This is the kind of thing that they wouldn't be expecting at all. I mean, they're focused on the president. They're focused on Barr. They're focused on Durham. They're focused on all these other people. But I think this right here has the potential to blow this whole thing wide open, because Jeffrey Epstein had the adrenochrome's only part of it. If you look at Lady Gaga, she ain't no lady. He ain't no lady. If you look at the videos, it's all about cyber, and I showed some of those pictures at the beginning. It's all about merging cyber and human beings. It's all about a hybrid, an AI hybrid. And if you look at the CERN ceremony, I mean, what did that look like to you? It looked like a bunch of vacuous robots. So they believe they've developed this technology. Obviously, they're experimenting, and they've got concentration camps over there in China. I feel like we should have to do something as a country to help these people in China. And remember, they were holding up the American flag, and there were so many of them in the streets. What do you think happened to those people? It's frightening to read this, but this guy filed this, and it's filed in a federal court. So it's there on the internet for your discretion. It's very long. It's very frightening. And when you realize all this stuff, they even talk about our washers and our dryers in here. I mean, I can't go through it. It's 1,000 pages. Now, I wanted to end on this, and I know that I was going to do Hollywood is Burning, and I may do that Sunday, depending on what all happens. I've got a lot of things going on this weekend. I'm going to try to do a live stream, but I'm not sure. I can't promise that. But I'll do more on the Hollywood thing if the live stream thing doesn't work out. But I really want to get that information out. I really want to share that. And if I can get it up there, I'll try to put the link in the description to the document at the top so that you guys can go and read through it yourself. It's, it sounds real to me, and I just showed you where you can look it up and read about this guy and read about this thing. Apparently this lady that our president was talking about has something to do with all of it. Now, I wanted to talk about this on Twitter. It says hunting parties in forests of the elites, which the Black Forest, of course, is known for this. And that's where the Rothschilds had one of their castles. And Mr. Hive says, we all knew deep down they were up to something bad. And here they are, and this must be another. A lot of these victims have artistic talent, and even if they don't, they manage to draw compelling, create compelling art depicting what happened to them. So this insinuates, you can see where they've all been cut. And now they've been turned loose in the woods. And you can see the terror on this one's face. But you can see the terror on this one's face. You could see, it almost looks like this girl just had her fingers cut off. And they're covered in blood. They're running through the woods. They're covered in cuts. And if you go to the second one, you've got these kids who are naked and they're wearing the red shoes. And their ankles are cut. And the blood is staining the shoes red. So I'm not sure I'm not sure, do they do that? Do they cut them and do the shoes turn red? I just don't know. But it's terrifying. And if you go down here, sad and sick, I guess these were a recreation of the children who were hunted in the Black Forest by Rothschild and their sick Illuminati members. And Fiona, I think it's Barnett, she told of this and said that they have these big speakers out there in the woods and they turn them loose just like that painting showed, and it's after they've been tortured and they've watched one kid kill another kid, and they play this song called The Teddy Bear's Picnic, and it is a very creepy song, and they play that as they're hunting them through the woods, and they know they're going to die. So I can't even imagine this kind of horror. And then High Ground says Hunger Games inspiration. And of course here we've got the Podesta art, which you clearly can see what they're doing to these kids. By the way, this is supposed to be Anderson Cooper, and it looks just like him, and it's in, Q had said it is verified that it is coming from that Biltmore/Payseur pool. The Biltmore mansion was owned by the Payseurs. The Payseurs own Walmart, but they are a railroad family. And her name, the last Payseur, supposedly the last Payseur, is Somerset Belanoff. And supposedly she goes down to these underground bases and she makes these kids kill each other, and she's just the worst thing ever. Also, Stairway to Heaven was written about her, and I guess Jimmy Page dated her for a long time, Somerset Belanoff. So there's like a whole rock and roll Paysor history. So they're all in on it. They're all in on it. And again, the Paysors owned the Biltmore mansion. I think the Biltmores were just renting it. But it was for the railroad executives to come out, and there's like all kinds of nowhere all around that house. And you know what it was used for. That pool, I doubt very seriously, was for swimming. Thank You posted a very interesting Q post, 666. It says, why did the hashtag memo drop a Friday and before the SB? Did this seem strange to you? Watch the news. Rothschild estate sale, Black Forest. And I remember when they sold that. And they sold it for a little bit of money, not very much. Stock market dive, 666, coincidence. Soros transfer of wealth. Dopey freed. Marriage for power, not love. Hilton, Rothschild, Soros, Clinton, etc. News unlocks map. Think mirror. Which team? They don't know. Apache. These people are evil. Still don't believe you are sheep to them? 2020 coming. And that could be taken a lot of ways because it's 2020, of course, and 2020 vision is coming. Public is vital. So this has to be done just so, and I think they're doing a really good job. It's coming out from all kinds of sources that are not related to President Trump. And he's not doing anything to these cities. And if anybody says anything, you just say, well, that's not his job. And he's not a Nazi. Like they're saying, it's up to the mayors and the governors. It's not the president's job to come in there. He's letting them do their job. So the public is vital in bringing them around and getting them on board with this. Of course, a certain amount's going to be fallout. They're just not going to. And now knowing about the AI technology, whatever these people's habits are, is going to depend on how much of this AI technology, how much their thoughts are controlled. And I don't know about you guys. Sometimes I really think, wait a minute. That doesn't seem like something I would think. Sometimes I think I didn't think that. Where did that thought come from? So now it even makes more sense when I read this. So the public is vital. The release of info is vital. Outrage, justice. Can we simply arrest the opposition without first exposing the truth? Follow the light. Q. No, they can't. These people have to see the truth. And they have to be punched repeatedly in the face with it, which is what's going to happen. We had the slow walk through because we were awake. We were trying to get them on board. But with this technology and everything entering into the mix, and look, you don't have to believe what's in that document, but that guy believes it, Parsa, he believes it, and he believes it, and he wrote it out, and he's filing a federal case, and it has something to do with this girl that has come out. So we're right on the verge of something huge and the whole thing coming together. I hope that you enjoy your evening, and I will see you on Sunday. And this is Truman the dog and myself, and we're signing off.